We're starting with whole chicken legs. To make sure they cook perfectly evenly, we need to separate the thigh from the drumstick. The trick is to find this little fat line right over the joint. A sharp knife will go through with almost no effort. No bone, just cartilage. And now for what is possibly the most important step for getting that super crispy skin we all love. We need to pat the chicken completely dry with paper towels. Moisture is the enemy of crispiness, so be thorough. A dry surface will guarantee a golden, crunchy result. Now, for our marinade, we begin with the holy trinity of Greek cooking: good quality extra virgin olive oil and the vibrant flavor of a fresh lemon. We're going to use both the zest and the juice. The zest contains all the essential oils, giving us a deep, aromatic citrus flavor, while the juice will provide the acidity to tenderized meat. To this, we'll add 3 cloves of fresh, pungent garlic. Smashing the cloves with the flat side of the knife is a fantastic trick. It not only releases their aromatic oils, but also makes peeling them incredibly easy. Today, I'm finely chopping the garlic instead of using a press. This is a deliberate choice. When you chop garlic, you get tiny, individual pieces that will roast and become sweet and nutty in the marinade. A garlic press creates a paste, which gives a much sharper, more intense, and pungent flavor. For this recipe, we want that gentle, roasted sweetness. And now, for the star of our marinade, fresh rosemary, picked right from my sunny balcony. A quick tip for stripping rosemary: just pinch the stem at the top and pull your fingers down against the direction of growth. The leaves come right off. We'll chop it finely to release all of its incredible piney aroma. To finish our marinade, we'll add some classic Greek oregano, salt, and freshly ground black pepper. Let's give that a beautiful mix. The aroma is already incredible. And now for the most satisfying part, the marinade. This is where we infuse the chicken with all those incredible Mediterranean flavors. Don't be shy. Use your hands to really massage it in. And remember that professional tip: gently create a pocket between the skin and the meat and push some of that marinade directly onto the flesh. This ensures the flavor penetrates deep into the chicken, not just on the surface. Speaking of flavor, let's talk for a moment about this incredible fresh rosemary. Its name comes from the Latin ros marinus, which means dew of the sea, because it often grew on cliffs by the ocean. In ancient Greece, it wasn't just for cooking. Students would wear rosemary wreath on their heads, believing it improved their memory and concentration. And while these beautiful flavors are getting to know each other, it's the perfect time to ask: if you're enjoying these authentic Greek recipes and little stories, please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Aegean Healthy Cooking. It's the best way to support the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Rosemary was also a symbol of love and remembrance, often used in wedding bouquets and at funerals. But for us today, it is the symbol of an unforgettable, aromatic, and absolutely delicious meal. Now, we'll cover it and let it rest in the fridge for at least 2 hours. The longer it marinates, the deeper the flavor will be. Our chicken is beautifully marinated. We'll give it one last pat with a paper towel to remove any excess surface moisture. Now, into the air fryer basket they go, in a single layer. And we're starting them skin side down. This is key. It allows the fat from the skin to render and baste the meat, keeping it incredibly moist. We'll set the air fryer to 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit for a total of 30 minutes. While the chicken works its magic, let's make a quick and delicious side dish. Some fresh zucchini, sweet cherry tomatoes, and a little red onion. A beautiful, rustic mix of classic Mediterranean vegetables. I'm cutting the zucchini into generous, bite-sized chunks. We want them to stay tender, but not turn to mush during roasting. To that, we'll add some sweet cherry tomatoes, which I'm just cutting in half. They will burst with sweetness when cooked. And finally, some red onion, cut into wedges, which will become beautifully sweet and soft. A quick toss with your hands is the best way to get everything acquainted. There's our halfway signal. Now for the most satisfying moment. We'll carefully flip each piece over. Look at that gorgeous color already starting to form. Now, skin side up, it will get perfectly golden, bubbly, and incredibly crispy. Let's bring these vegetables to life. We'll start with some freshly ground black pepper for a bit of warmth. And of course, a generous sprinkle of dried oregano. It's the signature herb of the Greek countryside and pairs beautifully with roasted tomatoes and feta. To brighten everything up and balance the sweetness, a good squeeze of fresh lemon juice is a must. And for that final aromatic touch, a couple of sprigs of fresh thyme, also from my balcony. Unlike dried thyme, which is more earthy, fresh thyme has a softer, more floral and almost citrusy note that is absolutely divine with zucchini and cheese. And for that salty, creamy, authentic Greek touch, some crumbled feta cheese. Here's a fun fact for you. The word feta in Greek literally means slice. It's believed this refers to the ancient practice of slicing the cheese curd before placing it into barrels to age in brine. A simple name for a truly complex and delicious cheese. Our chicken is ready. Listen to that sizzle. The color is magnificent. We'll transfer it to a plate to rest. This step is not optional. Letting it rest for 5 to 10 minutes allows the juices to redistribute back into the meat, ensuring every bite is perfectly succulent. While the chicken rests, our vegetables go into the air fryer at the same temperature, 190 Celsius, for about 14 minutes. And look at that! The vegetables are tender and the feta has become soft and slightly caramelized. Just beautiful. Now let's bring it all together. A bed of fresh greens, our perfectly roasted vegetables, and the star of the show, our Greek chicken. A final drizzle of high-quality olive oil brings everything to life. This is the moment of truth. Let's cut into it. Look at how juicy that is. Perfectly cooked all the way to the bone, tender and moist. It's an incredible recipe with shrimp and a rich tomato and feta sauce, and it's also incredibly easy to make.